What's up, guys? This is PB. Today I want to do my second place Dark Magician deck profile. I'm kind of like working on this. Eventually I want to play this in a region and try to top with it because it's something that'll be cool if you top with. Okay, so I'm gonna start from 3 Dark Magicians. I'm just using the Japanese ones because I already had it and it's my favorite artwork. If I'm going to a bigger event, I'll use the English copies, but for my locals, everyone is fine with it, so I'm just using the Japanese ones. And you need to play 3 because it's a Dark Magician deck. He's a brick, but he's the best card. 1 Mahad. Mahad is just amazing. You could just top deck him with Soul Servant, and like you just like top deck Mahad end phase, summon him, and if you have Dark Magician in graveyard, you could just draw 2 cards, or even if they destroy negate and destroy Mahad's special summon, you get the Dark Magician on the board because you'll get his effect when he gets destroyed, so you'll have a good monster on your board either way, and at that point you're gonna be having Soul Servant in your graveyard, so you'll have 2 draws. Really good. Play 1 Dark Magician Girl. There's multiple reasons why I play Dark Magician Girl in the deck. One reason is because the Dark Magician's effect, when they get destroyed, if you don't play Dark Magician Girl, it doesn't come live. Oops, excuse me, sorry about that. And for the fusion spell, the Secret of Dark Magics, you could use Dark Magician Girl in 1 spellcaster to special summon the Dark Magicians. Bringing out the Dark Magicians is actually a really big deal for this deck because you get insane draw power. So that's why I play her, and like you get 3 draws from the Soul Servant if you have her, Mahad, and Dark Magician in the grave art field. So it's really good. 2 Phantasmes. First, I was testing with 3. It was kind of risky, so I shorted to 2. He's really good against multiple matchups. Like, if your opponent summons a Link monster, you get to fix your bricks. And you also get to go in. You could just fuse him to the Dragon Knight. And if you're bringing out the Dragon Knight, it's basically a game because they can't take off your back row. Plus, it counts as Dark Magician, so if they get rid of it, you can special summon with Eternal Soul again, and you get every single effect of Circle and Eternal Soul, so it's really good. And he's a level 7. You can also go into Big Eye. There's multiple plays you have, and he's just really good in the deck, so he's worth playing in Dark Magician. And I do play 2 Apprentice Illusion Magician. So she's also really good because you get to discard whatever brick card. How do you say you have a Dark Magician in your hand, you just discard that. Then get 1 free body on board, plus you get a Dark Magician. Sending Dark Magician to a grave, or Dark Magician Girl, or Mahad to a grave from your hand is a pretty big deal in this deck because you get that, and you get an extra draw from the Soul Servant. Soul Servant's like the most broken card of the deck. Plus, if you have her, and if you special summon her, and add the Secrets of Dark Magic, it's a 1 card fusion summon to the Dark Magicians. And like there's a lot of plays you could do with the Dark Magicians, so like she's really good. 3 Magician Souls. Broken card. Oh, sorry, off the screen. My bad. Broken card. I'm really glad that I picked it up when it was like cheap. Well, I actually just opened a few boxes and got 2 copies and picked up 1. So really got a good deal with it. And yeah, they're really amazing. You get to fix your bricks, and you also get to send either of the 3 that I was explaining, Dark Magician Girl, or Mahad to graveyard. So if you have Soul Servant, you get to draw or like do whatever. And plus, I do play Link Kribo in the extra deck, so you could go and summon that, or you can use it for a fusion material. So Magician's Soul's really good. Magician's Rod. Magician's Rod is also really broken because he's an infinite resource if you have the Magician's Soul Dark not Eternal Soul. Sorry, Eternal Soul, Dark Magician, and Magician's Rod in the grave. You can just cycle these, and like just keep adding cards from deck. Like you just keep add the uh, Soul Servant and just keep drawing cards, and just because you're using Soul Servant, you get to add whatever Dark Magician card on top of the deck, then draw 3 cards, and just you could just go mad plus. So he's just really good. Eventually I want the supers, but right now I don't have the commons. But yeah, he's a really good card in the deck. You get to search whatever Dark Magician spell or trap card. Then we play the Blue Boy engine, the SpellBook Magician of Prophecies. I only play one because I don't want to summon him. Like the best normal summon is Magician's Rod, and I'll like worst case I'll summon him for 2 draws, but that's like the worst thing out of not the worst scenario, and that's the last thing I'll do. 2 Spellbook of Knowledge. I'll explain why only 2, and 2 Spellbooks of Secrets. I did try 3 copies of Spellbook of Knowledge, but it kind of came bricky, so I decided to play 2 and play one day a piece. If you're going first, this is really good because your opponent's not going to be able to OTK. Plus, even if they pop the Eternal Soul, you're pretty fine. And there's insane combos with 1 day a piece in Upstart Goblin. So these 2, why do I play it? If you have the Dark Magicians on the board, you activate these, you draw 1, and you get the Dark Magicians effect, draw another 1. It's just really, really good. You draw two cards with this, so they just become a pot of greed. So you could just go mad plus with it. I do play 2 Secrets of Dark Magic. Why 2? People say just play 1, but definitely 2, because if you brick with Dark Magicians, and if you have this card in hand, or if you have Rot and Dark Magician, you just search this, go into the Dark Magicians, and just activate other spells to draw mad cards, and like you can just unbrick your hand, have like warning set or whatever set, and just pass your turn. If you're going first, if you're going second, you can go for OTKs using this card. So really good. I play 1 Dark Magic attack. The reason I play 1, or like why I play this in the main deck, is because people really forget that you could do this, but when you play Eternal Soul, Dark Magic attack is actually searchable with it, and you could just go end phase special summon Dark Magician, standby phase draw card, activate Eternal Soul's effect to add Dark Magic attack, and just blow up their back row. It's really good, and because we do play the Soul Servant, you could just add it back to the top of your deck and just recycle it. So like you could just pop multiple back rows. So like I play 1, it helps a lot, and like I really practice with this deck a lot. I'm still working on it. I think like there's gonna be multiple changes, but definitely I'll keep this in the deck because right now it's a heavy back row format, and yeah, it's just really, really good. Play 2 Super Polys. It's really good because you go like you could go into the Dark Magicians or the Dragon Knight. You could just fuse them. Even if your opponent's playing a deck that doesn't have Super Power Dragon, it's not a deck card in this deck. And how about you say you draw the Super Power from the Dark Magicians, you get to set it and immediately activate it, and you could do that on your opponent's turn. It's just so good. And like, how about if you had the Magician's Circle, you could just look through the top deck and set that card with the Dark Magicians. So like you really need to think how to do your top decks with the Dark Magician Circles and the Dark Magicians. Then 3 Dark Magician Circles. This card became really good because the Dark Magicians and the Soul Servant, because you could just activate Chain Soul Servant and put whatever card you want to add to hand. You could go for the Eternal Soul, you could go for Dark Magician, or anything else that you can add to hand. Like you just put it on the top and just add it. Then you still have Soul Servant in your grave, so you get your draw. So it has really good synergy. If you have the Dark Magicians, you could just plan to what to put on the top and like just activate effect, draw the card, set the card, and if it's Solemn Judgment or Super Poly, you just blow up your opponent's board or like stop their plays. So like this card became amazing. And sorry, I only have 2 secrets. I'm trying to pick up another secret, but eventually I'll pick it up. We play the most broken card in the deck, Soul Servant. This card is so broken. It fixes your bricks. It lets you draw maximum 4 cards, and you just go plus, and you could like really bait your opponent's negates using this and like the other spells. You just go draw a lot. You could even go, if you have dark magicians, you could just activate this card, top deck the Eternal Soul, and activate the Dark Magician's effect, set the card, then activate it to bring out a Dark Magician if you're going second. So like this card is just such amazing. And yeah, in my deck I only get to draw 3 cards so far. I might add mana, but I'm just still like working on the build. Eventually I want to like make this thing really, really good in the meta. I really want to top a regional with this. So I'm doing my best to make this better. But yeah, this card is like the best card in this deck. It makes everything work. 3 Eternal Souls. Eternal Soul, it's a broken card, and it's also your weakness. This card, yeah, if they pop it, you lose your board. But thankfully, because you have the Dark Magicians, when they get destroyed, you get special summon Dark Magician Girl or Dark Magician. So you can just use that as a trigger. If they don't pop the Dark Magical Circle, you still get the banish. And worst case scenario, if they're gonna pop this card, you could just chain activate and just add the Dark Magic attack, and it's not gonna be a minus because you get that in your hand, and you still get your Dark Magician, Dark Magician Girl. Really good. Play 3 Infinite Permanents. This and Phantasme is the only hand traps what I play in the deck. A few reasons. I really don't have space. You just want to draw out your deck, and you could just set it with Dark Magicians. Probably if I was gonna go to a region, I'll switch this up with Draw and Lockbird. But right now, like we are not really sure with the meta, and like there's like multiple sets coming out, and I think the meta will shape up, and like this deck will be way more better in Master Roll 5 because the Link Zones rebotters this deck. Not the Link Zones, but the extra deck zone. So right now I'm just gonna like re-practice with this and like just be prepared for that format. And I play 3 Judgments. 3 Judgments, well, my favorite card. Well, basically why I have the Ghost Rare is like it's my favorite card. But it stops anything. If you know the timing to stop the thing, you could just stop whatever. Like you could just stop the summon or the spell and then stop their plays. It's better than warning or strike because you just need to know the timing to stop them. But the other reason I play is that you could just set it with Dark Magician. It just has synergy. It's the same thing, so what I was explaining earlier. And I do not play Navigation because Navigation is really situationable and could be a really big brig. And I don't like the plays to like just discard with souls and try to activate it from the graveyard. You need to have a Dark Magician on the board to activate Navigation's effect to negate a spell trap card. So it's really not a good negate for Evilly Match or Raigeki Storm or anything else. And like if you have the Navigation in the graveyard, like your opponent's gonna expect to negate, so they're just gonna bait that out and just like break your board. So I'd rather play Judgment and Imperm. Just my ideas. I might be wrong, but it just comes out more handy, and like you can just stop more plays. And well, the last thing is one of my favorite cards, so that's why I play it. Going to the extra deck. Um, the best card of the extra deck, or even in the deck, the Dark Magicians. So I'm gonna explain the effect, but when either players activate spell trap, you get to draw a card, and if it's a spell or trap, you could set it. If it's a trap card or a quick play spell, you get to activate it that turn. It's just really good because you could just act. I think I said it, but you could activate Obstar Goblin or whatever and just draw a card, and it's just pot of greed. And it's either player's turn, and when either player activates it, so you just go Raid Plus, and if they destroy this, you get Dark Magician and a Dark Magician Girl on the board. So it's really really good in the deck, and you really don't go minus with this card. You just only go plus. And I wanted to play 3, but because there's multiple cards that I want to play and super power targets, so I only play 2. I think 2 is good enough. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think he'll go into third copy, so I just play 2. And I play 2 BLS. Well, people all the time tells me to short this card to 1, but he's the one of my favorite monsters in the game. So I even want to play 3 copies of it, but well, I need more space for my extra deck. But he's like the best Link monster you can summon in the deck because you just keep summoning Dark Magician from the graveyard using the Eternal Soul, and you can have like 3 bodies on the board easily. And he has like a good Link marker to like summon the Dark Magicians or the Dragon Knight. The Dark Magician Dragon Knight or any super hard target. So yeah, I play 2. And yeah, he's amazing. And you get the protection all the time in this deck. 1 Dark Magician to Dragon Knight. If you bring him out, it's basically a game. They're not going to be able to pop your back row or even pop him because he's protected by Eternal Soul. He's ineffective. And even if they send him to the graveyard, like by beating him up with the by battle, you get him back with Eternal Soul. You get every single support what Dark Magician gets. So he's just mad broken. Yeah, probably if you could summon him, I will try to summon him before these, the Dark Magicians, but it depends with your resources and how you're doing it, how you're doing. And like, if your opponent has like a lot of set cards, like if you expect your opponent having like a back row removal, I'll summon him. Yeah, he's just really good. And going to the Link monsters, one Wii Witch Apprentice, once she gets destroyed, you get to add a dark monster from graveyard. So you could just add the Apprentice or Rod or Magician Soul. So you could just recycle them and use it again. She also buffs your Dark Magicians. So your Dark Magician is gonna be 3,000 attack. So pretty good. And she's easy to bring out, and like the link markers are good for the deck, so I play her. 1 Crawley because how about you say you didn't use any spellbook engine, you just go a lot of pluses, and you still have 2 monsters on the board. You can just summon him and add the card, then bring out the Dark Magicians, then where he points. Like you just summon like this way, then activate Spellbook of Knowledge, send him to raid, draw 2 cards, and like if you have back row you could set it, or if you draw into like a combo piece you could just like summon something else. Really good. 1 Nightmare Mermaid and 1 IP Masquerena. Well, this thing is like I think a lot of people knows. Just to be honest, I actually copied this from Team Sam because it was really useful. And you summon the Dark Magician using the Eternal Soul, link it off with IP Masquerena, go into Nightmare Unicorn. This way you have like 2 interruptions. It's very good, and he gets protection. So if they don't have something to beat him over, he stays. going to the super power targets, I play one Diplexer Chimera in case if I play any Cyrus decks, because Salmon Gray is like, I think that deck is like really good. It's like the I think it could be still like tier 1, but in the other hand, like people might be playing Marincis. There's also the Ignisters. I don't know who's playing what right now, so I'm just playing this because it's a better target for them. One World Chalice Scar Dragon Armaduke, and basically this is for spirals. It just breaks your boards, and like he could attack every single monster, so you could just go enter battle phase, force him to use your sleeper to pop him, then you could just combo off and just banish your sleeper. One Starving Bed Infusion Dragon, because if you play against Orcus or any decks that plays Dark, you can even summon Starving Bed Infusion Dragon using the Secrets of Dark Magic, because you just need one Dark Magician as a fusion material, and if you have like the other summoning conditions, you could just bring him out. So you could just bring him out. Then if you have another copy or Super Poly, you could go into Dragon Knight. So he's a really good target. He's not a dead card in the deck. And one Chimeritic Mega Fleet Dragon, because my best bud out here plays Cyber Dragon, and he wants to OTK me going second. So if I win the die roll, I just want to go second, let him build his board, let him bring out Nova and just beat that over. And just, yeah, contact fuse. Yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to do. And one, sorry, it's a little hard for me to read it. So the Plutter Plant fusion monster. Yeah, 3 darks. If they have some insane dark deck, or like I would say you're playing against zombies or something, it's just good, a better board wipe. I kind of like hesitate that I didn't play the Mud Dragon against Mud Dragon today, because when I was the last round I was playing against Generates, and there's a timing that I wanted to there was a timing that I was able to Super Poly, and I just took out Mud Dragon, switch it up to to discard, and like I was like, oh shoot, like I didn't have a target, so I'm probably gonna put it back to Mud Dragon, but he's good. The last one card is Big Eye, the only one Xyz card. This is not in the tournament, but online, like there was like a time that my opponent brought out Borsor Dragon. They attacked the Dark Magicians, and like I got the Dark Magician girl, Dark Magician, and they can my opponent could be over it and pass turn. Just brought out the Big Eye and take the Borsor, and that was game. So like, yeah, he could do a lot of things. He's really good. Alright, guys, thank you for watching the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and yep, if you subscribe to the channel, that's amazing. Have a good one.